Good morning, good evening, whatever time you may be watching. Let us start at the beginning. It's a story I tell. So I was in Ghana. You know, those of you who are hardcore followers, those of you who have already clicked on the subscribe button, those of you who have already given me a thumbs up, who have already commented to say hi, yeah, you know that your girl went to Ghana and was enjoying life. And on the last day of Ghana, your girl decided to treat herself to a loctician visit. Why not? When you're in Africa, I think it's just right. It is just what is necessary to visit the hairdressers, because one, it will be cheaper, and two, the expertise you will receive is usually much better than over here in the UK. So I booked an appointment, did my Instagram stalkeration, got my loctician details, booked my appointment, and I was good to go. Good morning. I am literally holding my camera for dear life. My flip-up screen has broken. So I've got a few hours before my flight. My flight is not till 7 p.m. But yeah, so I'm all packed up. Let's go. I was going to the loctician for two reasons. One, I wanted a fresh retwist for when I landed. I wanted that Johnny just arrived from Africa look. Two, the second reason because I wanted to bleach my hair, and I have been wanting to bleach my hair from day dot. The original reason why I got locks, the first time I got my locks installed, I wanted red locks, but for various different reasons, I didn't get the red locks. They weren't in stock or whatever when they were installed by the guy who installed them initially, and so I ended up with black locks. So that's the reason why I was going to the loctician. Right, you're caught up. So your girl turns up to the loctician, yada feeling herself, excited, can't wait to be looking all golden and fresh. I was so excited. I was so excited. Little did I know that it was about to get really real. So I sat in the chair, loctician came over, we spoke about what I wanted to do to the hair, and so I said, look, just do a test lock, which she agreed to do, which is what she was going to do anyway. So I took one from the back and I said, test the bleach on this one so we can see and we can agree how light I want to go, etc, etc. She took out the black lock and she applied the bleach. Now, took the black lock from the back. Try to say that like with a glass of wine in your hand. Took the black lock from the back. Anyway, she took the lock and she applied the bleach, left it. I was busy at the time talking to the people them. And she get to check it and she was like, it's not changing. So I was like, oh, let's wait a little longer. Still no change. Now rewind to when I was back in the UK a few weeks before my trip. I had tried to dye my locks myself using shop bought dye, just an ordinary dye packet, bleach packet, because I was like, even if it just goes a little bit lighter, I'll be happy, because I told you I was bored with my hair. And it didn't change, so I just figured it's because I wasn't using proper bleach, like hairdresser grade bleach. So I was like, okay, fine. Perhaps my suspicions of this hair not being 100% human were right. However, let's try some of the brown locks, because I had two shades of hair in my head. So she picked up the brown lock, she put the dye on it, left it for however long we're supposed to leave it for. I was yakking. She unwrapped it and then realized, hey presto, it has gone to a gorgeous golden blondie color. Brilliant. Okay, that means that All the black ones were probably a mix of human hair and synthetic hair, and the brown ones are probably way more human hair. Maybe that's why I've got two different shades, because that wasn't what I had originally asked for with the loctician. But anyway, we're not going to badmouth no one's business. Anyway, so we've applied all the bleach to the brown ones. Brace yourselves to see what happened. Just brace yourself to see what happened.
Jesus is Lord!
This is so foul. Did you see? I was looking so hella crazy. Like, hella crazy. I had like 4 different hair colors. In fact, I kept some just to show you. Just to show you, I had so many different hair colors in my hair. The sizes of the locks were so much more glaring. So I'd spoken to you previously about the fact that I wasn't happy that the sizing of my locks were consistent. Some of them were really fat, some of them were really skinny. I just kept a few so you could see. So look at this one. Nice. That was the color. And then I still had, this is the same hair, same head. I had completely black ones that didn't change at all. I had this one, you can see towards the tip is really blonde, and this is still black at the bottom, right? I had so many different colors in my hair, and my flight was in like 2 hours. I had to leave the airport in the hairdresser in like 45 minutes, and I had this crazy mess on my head. I was trembling with shock and anger and so much emotion. It was electric in that hairdresser. It was, I colored the air with my emotion and the expletives that were leaving my mouth. It was so bad. And all I could think of in my panic was, cut it, just cut the locks off.
It's a sour taste in it. It's a sour taste. To be fooled again, honey. To be fooled again. Stole my heart and ripped it into pieces. Yes, you did. You know it's not the way I planned. No, it's not the way I want it. No, it's not the things I meant. Know that I'm not being honest. Not the way I wanted us to make sense.
Even though the hairdresser suggested putting another colour, in the same breath that they suggested, and oh, by the way, the hairdresser was called In and Place. Really good locticians. They were really lovely and patient. Even though they suggested putting another dye on the hair, in the same breath that the suggestion was made, we also realised that if she put a dye on my hair, we were not guaranteed what color the hair would be. So I had originally wanted to bleach my hair first, give it a rest for like a few months, and then dye it red. So she suggested put it red. But the problem is, if you put red dye on some parts of the hair, it would be pink. On others, it would be orange. On some bits, it would be brown. It was just going to look, we could not guarantee I was going to look like a normal, sane person. I did not want to go back to the UK looking like I'd been mangled. I was so upset. I was distraught. Like, I couldn't cry in front of my friend at the time, but I tell you, I cried. Like, my hair, I don't know about anybody else, some other people might think this is really vain, but me, I can be absolutely like wear rags. I can have no makeup on my face. I can just about deal with no jewelry, just about deal with no earrings. But my hair, I don't mess with. Like, I don't mess with. Like, I can have stanky breath and just not wash. But if my hair is a mess, I can't function. And so when my hair, to me, was not looking how I had envisioned myself to look, I just couldn't cope. So I came back and I went back to Nigeria. And in the end, I got them, I managed to scrimp, and I don't know, my friend just SOS sent out a message and found a hairdresser who then put my hair in kinky twists, in kinky afro twists. So I just had twists in my hair. So my locks were braided up into twists, if that makes any sense. And I wasn't sold on that either, because it just felt really bulky on my head. I couldn't do anything with it because they were so thick. I couldn't wait to get those out as well. So yeah, that is the story of how I ended up with no locks. Anyway, until next time, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.